Hello and welcome to Project Hero, a place where people with superpowers from all over get to compete and show who is the greatest. My name is Power Dealer, and joining me today is the Hero Jungler.
Hello, I'm the Jungler.
Today, we're going to be taking a look at the last UTF match, the last Wardens. Now, Jungler, you were on the last Wardens team when they won the last UTF, am I right?
Yeah, it was pretty good. First time there.
And what do you think about their chances of winning this match?
I think it's pretty good. I just had to help them.
All well said, but enough of that. Let's get right into the match. The last match of UTF. This is the final match of UTF, the last Wardens. Coming for the last Wardens, we have Jormungandr, Undying, and the Collective. Lawyer? Anything
It's
to say?
me.
What
Hi.
force, what team do you hail from?
I am the leader of the Overlords.
The objective of today's match is going to be retrieve an artifact. You guys know that there is some kind of cylinder artifact somewhere deep in this mountain cave. Lawyer, let me get to what you need to do. It is your job to help the last Wardens complete this objective. You all are on the same team completing the same objective.
All right, let's go, Last Wardens.
Sounds extra sketchy. Well, I was gonna say I'm gonna go ahead and take the lead here since I feel like that's probably the best case here. I'm gonna have to request that Collective makes only a couple clones, not all of them at this time. And then once he spits those out, I'm gonna slap a buff on all of us and ask him if he'll have the clones kind of take the lead here to make sure there's no traps or anything that'll kill us. And we'll kind of mosey on in, and whoever's got anything else to do at that point can do it.
I'm actually going to make 3 clones at the beginning, so 3 instead of 2. And if they're going to get debuffed, I'm going to kind of stick 1 to Yorm, 1 to Undying, and 1 on top of Laurier.
I have a beam that I will be firing regularly to light our way, and also, buff us.
The light probably wouldn't do much of anything. If anything, it'd probably be worse.
But we gotta speed run this, okay, guys? Okay.
You're done.
We'll send down the clones first. I'll look after them and make sure anything that, like, arrows that hit them or something, they get decreased recoil when they hit.
Send one of the clones down, make them dash down the hallway, purposely trigger all the traps on the way in. And since they're going to be going kind of fast, they'll be just missing them with the effects of the traps. Then we just go in afterwards.
A good amount of these stubby little rock golems marching down, like 3-foot high rock golems, all just charging at you, trying to they're all running at you. Some are trying to punch you up. As you notice, the clones walk up to these things.
A couple of these clones grow big enough to get, bigger fists, but not big enough to destroy themselves in the hallway or mess up the hallway.
As you run up and punch this thing, you just shatter it.
Yeah.
I'm going to overclock my legs to halfway, and then I'm going to jump through the hallway like Superman style and just trying to pass all the clones and punch them out of the way.
Yeah, even from the back, I'm gonna pick up pieces of the the stone golems and try to just throw them over people's heads and get some of the golems in the back with that.
Now instead, you can turn left, or you could turn right, or maybe you could go to this direction.
I'm going to suggest to the party splitting up my clones so we can look mass search around. So right now I have a total of 6 clones, and I'm gonna have these clones split up.
We could just go our like 2 together. 2 heroes were fine. Send the clones on their own separate path.
And the room itself is massive. We're talking like Notre Dame massive. Like, it is huge. The ceiling is way up in the sky.
What do y'all say? Jump up there, get the cylinder, throw it down to y'all, and then we make our way out of here.
We can start destroying the golems now.
The moment you do, you see that this thing starts to glow. A whole
It is-
bunch.
This is sidetracked, but there's a bunny currently stealing one of my socks.
This gigantic metal golem, big enough that it's wearing the cylinder as a bracer on its arm, is standing next to all of you. When this thing gets up, all of these little golems wake up too.
And I'm gonna charge at this thing as it's clawing its way out to try to get on top of it before it is.
I still also want to point out my big clones can do that stretchy, and they can punch, stretch the thing still.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to amp the damage that these clones do with my power. So they'll be
Right.
doing even more damage.
I am gonna throw some domes up behind this golem, and collective, I want your clones to shove this thing over.
I am gonna grab whoever's nearest to me, and my clones are gonna grab whoever's nearest to them, and rocket. They're gonna jump up and then use their thrusters to get some extra jump height.
I'd ask collective to make as many as he can that can fit and kind of surround him and just kind of punch him from all different spots. So like one in the front from the chest and from behind it, like, you know, the lower body. And so we're kind of,
I think I'll do pretty much all I can do is dodge, try to throw something in his way. I'm gonna kind of trust it with the clones right up in his face, pushing him over. They should be a fair bit of time before he can actually get the swing off, right?
try to make it back on there. If it throws golems up there, that I just take the golems out. They didn't seem like they were hard before. So that shouldn't be much of an issue. But yeah, I would also assume that with my strength and depending on the structural strength of this thing, I should be able to get a decent sized hole in him before he swats at me if he's attacking them. Because if he attacks me, he's not attacking the multitudes of people. So I should have a decent sized hole, so the swat probably wouldn't do a whole lot. It probably wouldn't even hit me. If that's the case, then I'd just keep going deeper.
To glow, you notice it gets smaller, 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 and smaller until
Grab,
eventually,
run.
until
I got it.
eventually it's just about maybe a foot big, and
Grab,
it latches
main
itself
exit.
onto Lawyer. This thing flings right at your arm and just attaches straight to it.
Excellent.
Run. Everyone fucking run. Exit.
Catapult
Clones are rushing
Lawyer
the exit.
directly to where the exit was that we came
Have
from.
you guys?
Yeah, no. The clones are fucking leading the charge and power tunneling through the walls and
The
everything
moment you get
back
to
the exit we went.
all you guys made it out.
You guys all
except
learn to
Lawyer.
heal.
Except Lawyer.
What?
Lawyer, as you pass a certain point through the stairs, you notice something catches you.
Cut off my arm.
If you do that, you feel that if you do that, you're releasing a whole bunch of built-up pressure. It will shatter the cylinder. You're stuck.
No, you have to live. We can't let you die.
You're stuck.
That's it. That's it. I'm pressing on forward. I don't care if I explode. I explode. I sacrifice myself. PD, can I cause recoil on my explosion, please?
You're like, oh, some last hurrah. Yeah, for sure. For shits and giggles. Lawyer explodes 20 meters everywhere. Lots of twists and turns were available, especially with the amount of clones going all over the place. Now, time to stay tuned, everyone. Be sure to watch the next video where we announce the winner of UTF number 2.